Hello, KU cohort colleagues. This is Joe Barnhill, and as Dr. Roney asked us to look at how we stay organized or some of the applications that we can do, especially with our research. One of the things that I did this past week was talk to my librarian and looked at a lot of YouTube videos, the KU library website, watched some of the videos there. As I'm new to this, or it's been a long time since I've done this, and I know Dr. Twombly too had mentioned about the looking at using Zotero. So what I thought to help me document my learning, and I know I've learned from Sandra McGuire in my field, that's LSU, if we can teach it to somebody else, it's more likely to stick for the long run. So first, I'm just using what's called Screencast-O-Matic here to capture it. I wanted to do a little bit more with playing around with the voice thread. It looked like you could upload a file, so I wanted to try that this week. So first thing, just talking to the librarian, if I can kind of find our website here at MCC. The one thing she said was the subject guides is going to be your best friend. You know, any library database can really help narrow down your search. And then if you go to the KU library, if I can find that, let's see if we can get that somewhere else. Let's see here. You know, when I was at the KU library, they also had a lot of videos before this page, but the other thing I learned this week was ERIC is a great source for educational resources. So what I could do is I can go directly to that website. I can go to that source. And I learned a lot about and or statements and doing searches. And I thought the other interesting thing too was related to the I think the lady said it was a wild card. So when you're trying to narrow down a search, if you go to looking in the database, if you can use like little asterisk for wild cards, you're more likely to find something. So a lot as I'm going to learn with this is about how I'm going to narrow down that search, kind of get to the topics that are related to things that I'm interested for my research. The other thing with Zotero, you know, I thought it was fairly easy to download. I mean, I just had to talk to an IT person in-house, just said, hey, I wanted to download Zotero. I was able to, you have to set up an ID and a password. And then once I had that, what it allows you to do is sync up, as I'm doing research in a library database, to my Zotero. And as Dr. Twombly said, it can be used anywhere. So I kind of just started off here, just kind of created a file folder, went to the KU library, pulled up some journal articles, so now it's kept in that library. And I think the other thing you can do now, which is really neat, which is going to maybe save us some time, is, and let me see if I can go back, maybe I can go back to the journal article to show you that quickly, if I can get to that one there. Okay, that was back to Screencast-O-Matic. So, here I just want to point this out. Once you have the Zotero, what I notice is this little icon comes up here. So if I click on that, it says, okay, save to Zotero, done. You know, if I do that, it's just going to save it to the library in Zotero. So the last thing I'll just share with you, the feature that I thought was pretty neat, is now if I want to, and I've connected everything. I'm not explaining how you connect all these things, but I had to watch some YouTube videos to figure it out. If I go to Zotero now, and if I click on this, and I add edit citation, I'll click on this, and based on what's in my library, you know, I don't have too much in there. I think if I remember there's the Impact of Study Student Success course. So now if I click on this, and if everything works okay, if I hit enter, it's automatically inserted in there. So I found this beneficial. I'm excited to use the Zotero now, so I'm hopeful that this will be beneficial to the class, and looking forward to comments. I know, Barry, you're really good at the ways of library science, so I'd love to hear more from you too. So take care, and I hope this works well for other people.